False flags come in a wide variety of forms, and each one serves a specific purpose. One thing every false flag has in common is to install fear, panic, and a guided response from the general public. It is a high-profile event that gains widespread media attention. The story keeps changing to fit the official narrative. Someone always benefits. The questions outweigh the answers. The case is closed rather quickly. Signs of foreknowledge or the use of predictive programming in a movie or television show. On October 1st, 2017, Stephen Paddock opened fire from the window of his Mandalay Bay hotel room onto thousands of concertgoers attending the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival in Las Vegas, Nevada, killing over 50 people and wounding over 400. On August 13, 2018, Christopher Lee Watts murdered his pregnant wife Shanann, their two young daughters Bella and Celeste, and their unborn son Nico. Chris eventually confessed to the murders and is serving multiple life sentences. Stephen Paddock was a wealthy, retired 64-year-old with no prior criminal history, mental illness, or political affiliation, and did not fit the profile of a typical mass shooter. Those who knew Paddock described him as being a quiet person who kept to himself. Chris Watts appeared to have it all: a beautiful wife and kids, a great job, a nice house, friends, and family. He did not fit the profile of a family annihilator. He appeared to be a caring husband and a great father. Family, friends, and co-workers were in disbelief and never imagined he was capable of committing such a heinous act. Billionaire George Soros and CEO of MGM Resorts James Murren both profited off the Las Vegas shooting. Soros bought $42 million in put options on MGM, and Murren sold 80% of his own stock just weeks before the shooting. Google and YouTube were sure to benefit, as well as companies such as Ring Video Doorbells, Lavelle Weight Loss Program, and Vivint Home Security, which have all had an abundance of free publicity throughout the entire case. Hours of body cam footage, 911 calls, and pages of case documents were released to the public in both the Las Vegas shooting and the Chris Watts case. The Las Vegas Metro Police Department was forced to release the information after lawsuits were brought against them by multiple news outlets in response to FOIA or Freedom of Information Act requests. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation and the Frederick Police Department were required to release the information in accordance to CORA, also known as the Colorado Open Records Act. The Luxor Hotel is next to the concert venue and is shaped like a pyramid. Occult symbolism can be found throughout the entire structure. The shooting went on for 9 to 11 minutes. Paddock killed 58 people. 5 plus 8 equals 13. 9, 11, and 13 are all common numbers used throughout occult symbolism. Located behind the stage are two towers that might possibly represent the Masonic pillars. Chris's age at the time of the murders was 33. The day of the murders took place on August 13th. Survey 319 equals 13. 2 oil batteries at Survey 319, possibly representing the Masonic pillars. Pay close attention to this court officer's hand movements.
We agree and echo what they have said, that it is not his place to take anyone's life, nor would it be our place as a community to take his life. So we thank you for the opportunity and for every consideration and effort that's been put out.
Just weeks before the Las Vegas shooting, a 4chan user by the name of John created a post warning everyone in the Las Vegas area to stay away from places where there are large groups of people. Predictive programming of the Watts case was used a number of times throughout each season of the television series American Horror Story and ultimately led up to the AHS Apocalypse trailer that appeared on Nate's TV. Paddock allegedly committed suicide before SWAT breached his hotel room. Conveniently, there was no one to put on trial since the lone shooter was deceased. After all, dead men tell no tales. Chris accepted a plea deal and waived his right to a fair trial by a jury of his peers. Having a trial and bringing in witnesses to testify would most likely reveal information that contradicts the official narrative. It's best to avoid a trial and close the case as quickly as possible in order to avoid anyone questioning any inconsistencies. Although it was still an ongoing investigation, Paddock's body was cremated a little over 2 months after the shooting. The concert grounds were immediately cleaned and all potential evidence was removed. Police and investigators had their suspicions about Chris early on. However, they failed to properly contain the Watts home and compromised any potential evidence by allowing police, friends, kids, lawyers, and news reporters in the house. The official narrative claims Paddock shot out of his 32nd floor hotel window. However, there has never been any physical evidence to support he fired any rounds. No proof of fingerprints, gunshot residue, or ballistic comparisons. The official narrative claims Chris loaded the bodies of his family into his work truck. However, there is only circumstantial evidence and zero physical evidence to support this claim. Just days after the shooting, Google and YouTube changed their algorithms, excluding misinformation and conspiracy theories, and deleted any video that went against the official mainstream media narrative. Videos as well as channels have been removed by YouTube for theorizing or questioning the official narrative of the Watts case.
To Congress or to any position in power, we are calling on you to do something to pass laws that will protect victims of unspeakable crimes from this kind of abuse. Our online social media sites like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, we have contacted you many times, reported this abuse, but no avail. We are calling on you again to do the right thing, to take some responsibility for your platforms and stop this despicable conduct.
Whether or not you feel Frank's wishes should be respected, it is hard to ignore what appears to be another attempt to take away a portion of our free speech.
The reason they create that is to get us into an emotional reaction. They don't want us to think, they just want to get us emotional. So they freak us out so that we will be, oh my God, this is awful, awful. We don't think, we just react. There's a difference between reacting and acting. Acting is when you're in balance and in harmony and you make a well thought through decision and then you act. Reaction is just you go, oh my God, and that, but they don't want you to think. So it's the reaction they want and emotional. So they aim at women and children to get the emotions going.
Yeah.
So see the problem to get the reaction. That's problem, reaction. Oh my God, help us. That's the reaction they want. And then we turn towards the few, to the ones that we think are there to protect us, not understanding that it's actually them who have created the problem, and say, please, please help us, we need protection. And they will let it say, well, the only way we can protect you is by, and boom, in comes the solution. Problem, solution.